I don't understand. What is it you don't understand? Said William and Thomas. Those Garrett engines. I really don't know what is the workman up to when making these steam engines. Well, there's nothing wrong with those engines. Well, they are actually successful steam engines, said Thomas. Successful steam engines, said Dave. Are you crazy, Thomas? Those engines have two tenders back and front. How's an engine driver or fine able see in front if there's a person or a goat or a sheep in front of the lines? And not to mention, their sets of driving wheels are where the tender wheels should be. It doesn't make sense. Dave, you do realize that your boiler is made of a 50% made of wood, so it also makes no sense. Well, that's because I'm a prototype engine. Now shut it. When Dave is gonna learn? I don't know, William. I just simply don't know. Maybe one day something will teach him something, a thing or two about it. The next morning, Dave was still complaining. You know, William, said Dave, engines like us are proper engines. Engines with tenders in front are not proper engines. I once heard in my younger days if an engine said that engines with tenders in front are not proper engines. Tenders at the back of the engine are proper engines. Now that I approve the message, said Dave. Dave, I get it. Those Garrett engines may look odd, but that doesn't make them not useful engines. If you're really certain those engines are not proper engines, then you prove to me by the end of today. Alright then, William, and I'll prove to you then. And Dave puffed crossly away to collect his coaches. Soon, Dave arrived at the shunting yard where he found his coaches waiting for him. Like that, let's prove William that tenders in front of the engines are not proper engines. Dave was now coupled up to his coaches and was about to leave, but his fireman looked concerned. Dave, we do need to go and fill up some coal. Your bunker's nearly out of it. Ah, nonsense, said Dave. I filled on coal last night, you see. And we have one last batch of coal to make one full trip. I'm sure of it. Well, if you say so, said his fireman. Soon, the fireman went back to his cab to get started. But Dave was secretly worried. So, with a blow of a whistle, Dave puffed away into the big station. Dave arrived at the big station to collect his passengers. Soon enough, the passengers got inside the carriages, and Dave puffed away to start his journey. Later in the evening, Dave had finally finished his passenger journey, and now heading back to the big station to drop off his last passengers. Ha! I knew those batch of coal can get me to a full day. I knew it. Now I can prove to William a thing or two about tenders in front are not proper engines. Dave spoken too soon. Driver? Yes, fireman, what is it? It looks like we are out of coal. There's none coal left in the bunker. What? Are you kidding me? We should have taken those coal batch from the last station. Driver and fireman, what's going on back there? Well, Dave, we're out of coal. At this rate, we're not able to make it to the big station in time. Oh, then don't worry. I still got plenty of steam left to get to the big station. I promise you. Yeah, I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon. The fire is very low, and I don't think we can make it to the big station. And his driver was right. Dave ran out of steam and rolled to a halt. Gosh darn it, we're just only a few meters away from the big station. Well, we could have made it to the big station if he had stopped at the last station and collect your coal. But since he did not, we are now stuck in the middle of the main line. Well, driver, I was trying to prove William one thing. And what is it? Proving William that Garrett engines are useless by just standing in the middle of the main line because an engine is too stubborn to collect his own coal. It actually is I heard enough, says his driver. I'll go phone for help. And soon his driver walked down to the nearest signal post to call for help. Meanwhile, Thomas was waiting patiently for Dave to pass through the junction so that he could get to the big station when the station master walked up to him. Thomas, would you mind leaving your passengers here? We'll also bring a tender along. It's an emergency. What's wrong, station master? Did something happen? Well, it's got to do with Dave. He is stuck in the middle of the main line because he ran out of coal. So would you mind letting him borrow some of your coal from your tender? Well, I don't need this coal tender anymore, considering I have enough plenty of coal left to get to the big station. So yeah, he may take my coal. Soon the shunter uncoupled Thomas's tender from the coaches and puffed away towards Dave. Hello, busted boiler, said Thomas. Well, what do you want, Thomas? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to give you the coal that you're missing. Oh, you're the engine. Thank you, Thomas. Just leave the tender there. My driver will pick up the coal shortly after. But Thomas have a cheeky idea. You know, Dave, said Thomas, you're gonna leave the tender in the middle of the main line. You might have an accident. No, it's quite okay. By the time I pick out the coal from the tender, I'll switch try to collect your coal tender from the back of the train. And then I'll return you shortly after I return these passengers. I don't think so. Really behind schedule, you see. And doing that so will just waste you even more time. I think I know another way that doesn't waste your time. What do you mean, Thomas? Oh, just wait and see. What is that tank engine up to? My driver hasn't collected his coal yet he's going away. Wait, why is he switched on to my track? Oh no. Thomas, we are not doing this. Thomas, you hear me? We are not doing this. I'm sorry, Dave, but we are short of time, you see. If you try your way, it will just waste even more time. So I'm helping you to save time. Dave was speechless, but he knows that he has nothing else he can do. Soon the giant fire shoveled all the coal from the tender to Dave's bunker, and Dave puffed slowly away with the tender in front of him. I swear, where is that tank engine? I'm already behind schedule because of him, and now I have to wait here 10 minutes late. If I see that tank engine, I'll give him a piece of my mind. Oh my, Dave. Playing tenders, are we? Dave just looked down to his couplings, feeling ashamed of himself. Well, Dave, I was expecting happen today from you, but I wasn't expecting this from you. And also, I remember something you said in the morning. You said that engines with tenders in front are not proper engines. The tenders at the back of the engine are proper engines. And that I approved the message. But I don't think you approved that message one bit. You know what? It's worth it to be late to seeing you in this mess. Take my advice. If you want a tender really badly, then it should be at the back, not in the front. Because that way, engines with tenders in front are not proper engines. And with that, William puffed away laughing loudly to himself. After William left, Dave puffed back down the line to give Thomas his coal tender back. Ever since that day, Dave will never talk the subject called proper engines.